Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the season 80 SHL Awards show. My name is Ara, and with me is my illustrious co-host Kami.
Illustrious.
Yep.
Glad to be here. Glad to be back for the second time in a row now.
And we've got quite the show for you tonight. And to answer your question, Valpix, no, we are not doing the J Awards tonight. That will be later in the week. But anyways, let's get our show started, shall we?
Yes.
Hold on here. Crap. Hold on. And we can worry about the Discord overlay later. All right. So, first up, we have our Challenge Cup champions. Oh, hold on. 1 second here. Tiny. We have our Challenge Cup champions, the San Francisco Pride. They are back. They are back with yet another win after their stunning season 79 and 78 wins. Kami, care to give your thoughts?
That was such a dominant. This is now what we probably consider a dynasty with back-to-back-to-back wins. Congratulations, San Francisco. I know Toronto had a magical run that was sadly cut short, but yeah, congrats San Francisco for their third title in a row.
All right. And then next up, we have the Matthias Chuniard Trophy for the Eastern Playoff champions with the Tampa Bay Barracuda, replacing the Philadelphia Forge from last season. Kami?
Congrats, Tempa. You were put through the ringer a little bit. Toronto's team that was mentioned earlier really came up and pushed you to 6 games. And I think there was a game there that you guys would have liked to have back in the finals, an overtime loss that really, really would have helped you put San Francisco away. But Sim's gonna sim sometimes, so congrats on making it to the finals.
Hold on, we will be right back. A short break. Hold on. Okay, our apologies. Um, bit of a mix-up, or not mix-up this year. Doing things a tad differently this season. We will be doing the J Awards later in the week. Um, on Wednesday night. So we will see our J folks then. But as for now, back to the show. Um, where were we? Matthias Chiniard, correct?
We were. Yeah. Just
Yes.
congratulate Tampa Bay Barracuda on making it into the finals, unfortunately losing to San Francisco Pride.
All right. Then next up, we have the Cole Reinhardt Trophy, yet another win for San Francisco.
Big surprise. They won the cup. They got to go through either the East or the West. They came through the West, obviously, for the conferences. But congrats, San Francisco, for making it and beating everybody in the West.
All right. And then next up, President's Trophy for the regular season leaders, the Atlanta Inferno.
What a season by them. I think everybody expected San Francisco to take the top spot, but they had something to say about it and really, really proved it this year. So congrats, Atlanta. I'm sorry that it didn't pay off dividends in the playoffs this year.
Then next up, we have the Sergei Karpovtsov Trophy for Jake Barron with 100, or sorry, for the regular season points leader, with Jake Barron taking the crown with 121 points, 64 goals, 57 assists, and I believe, do we have something written up for them? I think we just might. No, we do not. Um,
I'll speak to him though.
Go
That's a
ahead.
crazy amount of goals. That's almost a goal per game. Like I did it all for Atlanta. The big reason that did finish at the top of the standings this year was Jake Barron. What a season! Congratulations, well deserved. Um, repeat. I want you to repeat. I want somebody to repeat so we can go and be like, yeah, you're back again. And a cheer for you again. It'd be really, really, really cool.
And next up, we have the J. McDonald Trophy with the regular season goals leader. Yet again, it's Jake Barron with 64 goals.
When you have this many points and in a season and leave everybody in the dust, you're going to be up for multiple awards. So again, congratulations, Jake Barron.
All right. Then next up, we have the Turd Ferguson Trophy. You could say they were certainly an ace at getting in the penalty box this season. Ace Lightning for the Toronto North Stars with 88 penalties and minutes. Now, I'm not quite familiar with Ace or their career, but care to shed some insight, Kami?
88 penalty minutes, really close between them and Rono Bjorn. I know Ace just recently joined Baltimore this season. Um, yeah, what? That's a crazy amount of penalty minutes from a player. But they were averaging 24 minutes of ice time a game, with two of those on the about 2 minutes a game on the penalty kills. So lots of ice time, lots of opportunities to rack up penalty minutes.
Then, next up, the Mike Honcho Trophy for least goals allowed. And this time, or this season, we actually have a split, or two nominees, Justin Time and Luke Fromm, with 191 goals allowed. Now, I think Justin Time needs no introduction. They have been a perennial contender on the awards for the last three seasons. And Luke has had their fair share of appearances as well. Tommy, you got anything to add?
Yeah, this is a goaltending tandem for San Francisco. So this comes as a pair award. So this is the lowest goals against average shared between the two goalies in San Francisco. Again, not a terrible surprise, like a really strong team backed by a really strong goaltending pair. Congratulations, you guys, for keeping the puck out of the net. Keep it up.
And then next up, we have our third All Star team. We have on forward from the Pride, Logan Webb. On representing the Renegades, back again is Chris Valentine, or Valentine. Sorry. From Hamilton, on forward, we have Trevor Leahy. From, I'm sorry, just that name. I love it. For the Forge on defense, we have Kale Salad. Good on defense and good for, well, I suppose you could say they make for a healthy defense. Wouldn't you agree, Kami?
I agree. We got to have a bite every morning before
Yep.
you start practice.
You could say they are a super defender, just as they are a super food. Um,
Cool.
Terrible jokes aside. um, with for the North Stars on defense, we've got Wesley Kirkpatrick. And then representing the Calgary Dragons, we have Anastasia Soderstrom. All in all, a very solid team.
Yeah, I believe Anastasia Soderstrom is a Detroit alumni. Let's see her pop back now and again. She was very proud of the season. Um, and Logan Webb, thank you for being on my fantasy team and doing very well this season. Thank you.
All right. And then for best goaltender, we have a set of returning awards winners from season 78 and season 79. For the John McBride Best Goaltender Award, we have Anastasia Soderstrom for Calgary with a GSAA of 29.41, a GAA of 3.40, 2 shutouts, and a save percentage of 0.908. Representing the Pride, we have Just in Time with a GSAA of 16.82, a GAA of 2.75, 6 shutouts, and a save percentage of 0.904. And then, God, I love, with a stunning performance for the Inferno, we have Stun Gun with a GSAA of 20.40, GAA of 2.80, 2 shutouts, and a save percentage of 0.907. And I believe we actually have a bit more for this award. Kami, over to you.
These players are the last stop. These people are the last line of defense to keep the puck out of the net. Every season we have some legends that step up, and this season was no different. Though much debate, these three stood head and shoulders above the rest. Congrats, guys, for the nominations.
I think there's a tad more to add, Kami.
Stun Gun was helped the league leading Atlanta Inferno soar to the top of the standings. Stun Gun owed the third best goals against average among starting goalies with 2.80, second best save percentage of 907, second best goals saved against above average of 20.40, and with 2 shutouts on the year. Just in time, there's not much to say, left to say about the legend that is Just in Time. He keeps performing year in and year out. This season was another great one. Third best goals saved above average of 16.82. The best goals against average among all goalies with 2.75. Third best save percentage among starters at 904. And finished with the most shutouts with 6. And then Anastasia Soderstrom. It's no secret Calgary did not play to their full potential last season, but luckily for them, Anastasia Soderstrom exceeded expectations to carry her team. 2 shutouts on the season, the best save percentage among starters, 908, a goals against average of 3.4, but a mind-boggling goals saved above average, 29.41.
All right. For our winner, we have Anastasia Soderstrom for the Calgary Dragons.
Congratulations, Anastasia. The awards committee really noticed your goals saved above average. It's crazy. 29.41 is almost half a goal above like half a goal a game saved above average per game. That's really, really helping your team out, and the 908 save percentage really jumps out to me as being such a stellar performance this year. Congratulations, Anastasia. Soderstrom.
And apparently, we have indulged in the old aura habit of butchering names. It should be Anastasia.
Anastasia. I was just trying to be consistent. Oh no.
Oh, no.
So I'm so sorry, Anastasia.
But, anyways, next up, we have the Scott Stevens Award for Best Defenseman. We actually have a returning um, Scott Stevens alumni, Elena Maximova, for the Los Angeles Panthers, with 18 goals, 39 assists, 194 blocks, 86 hits, a giveaway takeaway of 76. George Nzola, representing the Inferno, really burning it up out there on the ice, with 14 goals, 48 assists, 172 blocks, 71 hits, a giveaway takeaway of 12.56. And then Will Nuck, representing the Steelhawks, with 21 goals, 45 assists, 164 blocks, 62 hits, and, or pardon me, let me put on my glasses here. 82 hits, and a giveaway takeaway of 18.87. Um, all in all, Elena Maximova, I think her reputation speaks for itself. She has been a consistent nominee for multiple awards across the past 3 seasons, and it's no surprise why she's back here. But I think that my illustrious co-host here has some more to say. Wouldn't you agree, Kami?
Oh, of course. We'll start with Elena Maximova. She's returning again. Just an outstanding defender. Ended up with fifth in points with those 57 points. Was in the 95th percentile with 76 takeaways. Really being hard on the opponents. Did it all with about 24 minutes of ice time, which is such a crazy thing. 340 of that coming on the power play, and a ton on the penalty kill. 316 on the penalty kill. She ended up being 6 in hits, so you can't say she was playing soft with 86 hits. Speaking to George Nzola, 62 points this season, league leader in assists for a defenseman at 48. Goals against per 60 was league leading at only 1.9. This guy, for whatever reason, the puck did not go in the net when he was on the ice. Nzola played a very tight game, allowing minimal goals while on the ice. And then to Will Nuck, our defenseman leader, with 66 points, the most points by a defenseman this season. He was also in the 99th percentile for takeaways with 87. Over a takeaway per game, very strong there. And then a power play wizard with 28 power play points, which put him in the 97th percentile there. Congratulations, everybody. These are some great players. Strong seasons.
All right. And our winner is Will Nuck from the Steelhawks. Actually got a fresh face for the first time in a while, breaking that maximum. Sorry, but congratulations to you, Will.
Yeah,
I hope.
congratulations. Yeah, Will Nuck, you did a great job, like leading the points, and then also with the amazing amount of takeaways. Well deserved. Congratulations.
All right, and next up we have the Bojo Biscuit Award for Best Defensive Defenseman. Now let's see how badly I can butcher this. Mikkel Enevoldsen, representing the Spectres, with 18 goals, 33 assists, 171 blocks, 66 hits, a giveaway takeaway of 758. And then toasting things up for San Francisco, we've got Toasty with 10 goals, 30 assists, 144 blocks, 63 hits, and a giveaway takeaway of 754. And then Christian Sepipananen for Atlanta with 6 goals, 33 assists, 317 blocks, 49 hits, and a giveaway takeaway of 1750. I believe that's your cue, Kami.
Yes. The Bojo, probably the most contested, both inside and outside the awards committee. We got Mikael and the Volson. They were in the 91st percentile in lowest amount of giveaways, with just 7 on the season, and ended up with a 7 to 58 giveaway takeaway ratio. Outstanding. Just didn't give up the puck and took it away. They had 66 hits and 171 block shots. Their shots against were 30.4 in the 84th percentile league wide. And Nola was seeing far less shots against when they were on the ice. And then speaking to Toasty, who I believe won the best overall defender, he's here now for the Bojo. He was a great all-around player, but also had great defensive numbers this season. 7 giveaways to 54 takeaways, which put them in the 94th percentile there. The goals against and shots against per 60 were very good, and were both in the 95th percentile. When Toasty was on the ice, the San Francisco Pride most likely had the puck on their stick and weren't giving up any chances. And then to speak to Christian Sepinen, they ended the season third in hits this season with 317. That's a crazy amount of hits. They'll talk about a punishing defenseman. They were also highest in plus minus with 65. We don't look at it very much, but it's so big when it's that high. They were in the 92nd percentile in Fenwick, showing that they were great at keeping the puck on their team's possession. They also led all defensemen in shorthanded time on ice, so a lot of trust by the coaches there to play hard minutes.
Now, as usual, and as I say with each season, we always have a slew of fantastic nominees for the Bojo. But, to quote one of my favorite films, there can only be one. And our winner is Mikkel Enevoldsen, representing the New Orleans Spectres. Congratulations, Mikkel. And here is to a wonderful season ahead of you, and hoping you will be back in contention for the Bojo next season. Until then, bonne chance.
Congratulations, Mikkel.
And next up, we have Mikkel. Next up, we have the Jeff Darr Award for Best Two-Way Forward. For Calgary, we have Froya Solberg with 39 goals, 44 assists, 80 blocks, 80 hits, and a giveaway takeaway of 38.53. Representing the Inferno, we have Jiggly Puff breaking out of their Pokeball to score an astounding 45 goals, 64 assists, 71 blocks, 147 hits, and a giveaway takeaway of 73.51. And last but not least, representing the Pride, Leven Shettenext with 27 goals, 51 51 assists, 47 blocks, 118 hits, and a giveaway takeaway of 54.47.
Froya Solberg finished the season with a 1.39 takeaway to giveaway ratio, which put them just outside the 99th percentile. Absolutely crazy there. It's rare to see forwards to be even at an even ratio, let alone that, and she destroyed it with the 1.39. They also had 80 block shots for a spot in the 96th percentile. And offensively, they had a strong season, finishing with 39 goals, 44 assists for 83 points. They rounding out their other stats. They had 38 giveaways, 53 takeaways, 80 hits, and averaged about a minute 18 on a penalty kill. Jigglypuff, our favorite Pokemon, was a monster on the offensive side, racking up 109 points. Good for third in the league. They weren't a soft player either. They had 147 hits, putting them in the 97th percentile for forwards. The rest of their play, they averaged 338 on the penalty kill, obviously trusted to do some defensive work there. Had 73 giveaways against 51 takeaways, 71 block shots, and led the league in Fenwick against per 60 with 21.70. And lastly but not least, Levin Shattenext. Levin did a great job limiting shots against the season. They led all forwards with the lowest Corsi against per 60 with 33.02, and were in the 90th percentile for shots against per 60 at 29.3. They also put up 27 goals and 51 assists for 78 points, had 118 hits and 47 block shots. They spent an average of 320 on the penalty kill and finished the season with 54 giveaways and 47 takeaways. Great job, everybody.
Well done. And our winner is Leven Shattennox for the Pride. Congratulations, Leven. And here's hoping we see you back next season. Now,
Congratulations.
next up, we get to discuss our all-rookie team for the SHL. On forward, we have the legend himself, Baron Samedi, representing the Aurora, followed by another Aurora, Yuri Boyka the third. Then representing the forwards, we've got Norgi, and we actually have a member from the Argonauts. On defense, Rockfort Cotswold. Then from the Patriots, we have Cadmel. sorry if I butcher your name. Cadmel Ixazolia. Again, sorry. And bringing up the rear from the platoon, we have Evil Kyle Murray. All in all, good players, very good names. Care to say a few words on any of them, or you all good, Kami?
I just want to give a shout out to a fellow Detroit alum, Rockford Cotswold. Congratulations for making the all rookie team.
Congratulations to you all, and hopefully we will see you back here next season. All right, for the Ryan Jester Award for Best Rookie, another highly contested award, we have representing the platoon, Evil Kyle Murray, with a GSAA of 9.86, a GAA of 3.56, one shutout, and a save percentage of .900. Then we have another member of this season's rookie team, Rockford Cotswold, representing Seattle, with 9 goals, 19 assists, 129 blocks, 75 hits, and a giveaway takeaway of 13.38. All in all, not too shabby. And then Yuri Boyka, representing the Aurora, with 26 goals, 26 assists, 55 blocks, 98 hits, and a giveaway takeaway of 53.22.
The Ryan Jester Award this year, we are very fortunate to have a representative from each major position hockey, a goalie, a forward, and a defender, making this award a little more difficult to really hone in on as a winner, as we're comparing apples to bananas to cheese. Which goalie might be cheese. The awards team were up for the challenge, and these players truly, truly do deserve to be here. Speaking to our cheese, our evil Kyle Murray really was anything but, and he didn't. Goalies don't get enough credit. They did everything they could to ensure his rookie season was great. Posted some numbers that exceeded some of the veterans: 3.56 goals against average, 900 even save percentage, and a shutout on the season. He played the better part of 39 games this season, splitting duties with Bo Kavanaugh. Managed to post much stronger overall numbers than his counterpart. Baltimore was not the powerhouse they had been in the past, but Murray gave them a chance every game to compete, and is a reason they made the playoffs this year. Rookefort Cotswold. The first thing you see with this rookie defender, he's playing in all situations: 5-on-5, penalty kill, and power play. Something that is rare to see among rookie defenders. He has contributed offensively better than some of the other rookie defenders this season, having 9 goals, 19 assists for 28 points, most of this coming from even strength opportunities. He shined offensively, but the Argos clearly counted on him defensively as well. Had an average ice time of 112 on the penalty kill per game, and had 38 takeaways to 13 giveaways with 129 block shots. A very, very big reason for Seattle's success this year. And lastly, but not least, Yuri Boyka the third. There had to be somebody from Winnipeg. They have so many strong rookies this past season. He led Winnipeg and the league's rookies in goals and points, 26 goals, 52 points. And as a rookie, he owned a ridiculous 1.36 goals per 60. He was in the top 70% of forwards this season with 55 block shots. while he didn't excel in the power play, he was given a very big opportunity on the second line for Winnipeg. Yeah. Congrats everybody for the nominations, and congratulations on the strong, strong season.
All in all, very solid set of nominees. Honestly, I don't envy y'all for having to pick a winner here. I mean, each of them deserves it in their own way, but as said, with the as is with a lot of things, there can only be one. And that is Rockefort Cotswold for the Seattle Argonauts. Congratulations, Rockefort. And here's hoping that you will have a very strong season ahead and you will be back in contention for the back in contention for more awards this coming season. Anywho,
Congratulations, Rockford, and I hope you have a long and successful SHL career.
great. Next up, we have the Aiden Richan Award for Most Improved. Back again, we've got Jake Barron representing Atlanta with 64 goals, 57 assists, 51 blocks, 59 hits, a giveaway takeaway of 95-51. Then, following up from Atlanta, we've got Violet Stoica with 39 goals, 43 assists, 34 blocks, 44 hits, and a giveaway takeaway of 59-36. And then, returning yet again for the Steelhawks, we've got Will Nuck with 21 goals, 45 assists, 164 blocks, 82 hits, and a giveaway takeaway of 1887.
Yeah. Speaking to Jake Barron, the Atlanta Inferno forward took a 36-point jump from the last season. That's such a big jump. He nearly doubled his previous goal total from 34 in season 79 to 64 in season 80, and his 121 points, were a 39-point improvement over his career high of 82. Barron was also carrying a heavy workload, seeing about 1.5 minutes or more per game, including a significant increase in penalty kill time. On top of that, his advanced stats saw improvement in every category across the board. Speaking to Violet Stoica, hit a new career high with 82 points on the season, which is only her third of her career. So, big rising young star. While her ice time stayed relatively unchanged from season 79, and even saw less power play time, but managed to put up more points, which is very impressive given less opportunities. And then Will Nuck, Hamilton Steelhawks defenseman Will Nuck was among the best at his position this season and took huge strides in all areas of his game. The 6'5 defender saw his deployment tweaked for season 80 with a slight shift towards a more offensive style and was a beast unleashed upon the league. Nuck didn't just improve offensively though, he also improved on all defensive sides of the puck. Congratulations everybody for the nominations. It's always fun to see players improve and get better.
And clinching their second win of the night, Jake Barron. Congratulations. And here is hoping for a very successful season 81 for you, Jake. And then next up, our second all-star team. We've got on forward from the Pride, Dominic Winters. On forward for the Steelhawks, something y'all should be doing weekly, activity check. And then on forward for the Stampede, we've got Jared Lakemore. Back for Atlanta, we've got George Inzola, as well as Christian Sepinen on defense. And then for our goalie, we've got Justin Time. All in all, a very solid squad of players, if I do say so myself. And actually, you've got several former and current award winners on them. So, I mean, you can't ask for for a stronger squad.
Yeah, lots of nominees too, and a big shout out to Activity Check and the deletion of the double chirper, and Activity Check now paying out 1.2 million last week. So big shout out to Activity Check.
Could really say they're an unsung hero of the SHL, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I would agree.
All right, and next up, we've got the Lance Uppercut Award for Best GM Duo. Representing Atlanta, we've got Hot Dog and McCool 132, which shout out to them given they are in the stream chat right now. Congratulations on a wonderful season 80 or sorry. Congratulations on a wonderful season, McCool. Here's hoping you and the Inferno, as well as Hot Dog, do incredibly well in season 81. Then representing the Panthers, we've got Whitecap and Rash Fordu. And then totally going to butcher this, pardon me. Jay Cortez 181 or sorry, 81. Yeah, Jay Cortez 81 and Pythonic representing NOLA. I'm not too familiar with Hot Dog and the NOLA duo. Care to enlighten me, Kami?
Yeah, they were another team that's been retooling for a while. They managed to keep a strong roster together and sneakily climb up the way through the standings. They managed to capture the Central Division this season from the Texas Renegades, a really strong team, and have done so through sticking with their draftees and rostered players. Nola also sent out one of their best players in Peter Tingle for picks, and Patya Paravolov, and still managed to move up in the rankings. A job well done by the Spectres management.
Well done. And our winner.
Um,
Oh,
nope, go
so,
ahead. Sorry.
sorry. Our winner for the Lance Uppercut is the Atlanta Inferno, which, given the amount of players from Atlanta we've had on the awards today, both winning and nominees, it's really no surprise in my book. What do you think, Kami?
Yeah, when you finish the top of the standings and have a dominant season, you're going to have lots of recognition for players and management and all around. Atlanta's ability to draft important players as well as pick up important pieces in the offseason has earned them the President's Trophy. They've maintained a great balance of top tier and in between players that will allow them to succeed for some time. They also have all their future first round draft picks somehow, so they'll be able to manage and maintain as needed for a long time in the future.
And next up, hold on here. Sorry, just a bit of technical difficulties. We have the Joe McKeel Best Coach Award for Atlanta, fresh off their win for the Lance Uppercut. We have Hot Dog for the Buffalo Stampede. We have Fishy, Toman, Ragnar, Fanto, and Vandy. And then back again from the Spectres, we have Wally, or sorry, I'm sorry, Joe Cortese 81 and Wally. All in all, some very solid nominees here.
Yeah,
Um,
very strong performing teams this season. Yeah, there's a lot to look at with coaching, where a team finished in the standings, how it was reflected against the overall build of the team versus the rest of the league, what changes during the season, and how did the team recover or grow because of these changes. There were a lot of teams that earned a nomination in a close race to get nominated, but these were the three finalists. There was a lot of debate here on who was going to be in the top three. Um,
for
Atlanta did everything right this season and found a way to get the most out of their forwards. Buffalo had some of the lowest TPE in the league at 16th overall. They seem to have found some magic formula to bring them up. And NOLA made some crazy mid-season adjustments that just seemed to turn their season around. So
and it ended
great
up
job,
paying.
everybody. Yeah,
I was going to say for Nola, it ended up paying off quite well. I mean, turn a season around like that, God,
yeah,
that yeah. I mean, that is truly some impressive work, and to the entire or to Wally especially and Jay Cortese, y'all did a phenomenal job with that mid-season shakeup. Truly, kudos. And I would be remiss if I didn't lavish a bit of praise on Buffalo too. given how in season 80 they had some of the lowest TPE in the entire league with about 16 overall, finding a formula that worked, given that, and managing to take it as far as they did, that takes some skill. And I think it's a testament to their coaching staff that they were able to pull it off. And Hot Dog, I'm just going to say, given what you accomplished this season with Atlanta, you deserve to be here, bud. But, anyways, there can only be one, and that goes to the Buffalo Stampede. Congratulations, y'all. Given y'all's hard work and all of the effort you put in, y'all easily deserve this.
Congratulations, Buffalo.
And then next up, we have the Damian Littleton Award for the most dedicated user. First up, Frenchie. I mean, what can't be or what can be said that already hasn't been said? Consistently present in HO, doing a lot of work behind the scenes, acting commissioner of SHL, I believe, right now. Forgive me if I'm mistaken there. But all in all, consistently active, always helping out the community. Hell, I've known Frenchie since S79 was one of the first people that scouted me. He's a friendly guy. If you're ever in need of anything, need of any help, or just down for a chat, Frenchie's your guy. Um, Jimmy, I really don't know that well, but I hear good things about them all the time. Consistently friendly. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I've heard a ton of wonderful things about Jimmy as well. He's really taken over and helped out. He got thrown into the Wolves there a little while ago and just was like, I could leave, but he's like, no, I'm going to stay here and I'm going to help and be part of the solution. So Jimmy's a wonderful, wonderful person.
And forgive me, I've still not learned how to pronounce your username, but um, I know you're the PT head. You are consistently active. You do a phenomenal job. And every time I've seen you in Discord, seen you on the forums, you're always helping out. You're always suggesting ideas. And all in all, I mean, you do a job that is very critical to the SHL. And without you, the league would not function as well as it does. Got anything to add, Kami?
No, just thank you so much for all the work that you've done with the PT team and all that. Really appreciate it. It's one of my favorite things about the site is the PTs,
And
actually. So
this is another case where I have to say I do not envy the hard task the awards committee has here. I mean, you have three incredible users who, each in their own ways, are fixtures of the SHL, and without them, we would be lesser off. But alas, I did not. Alas, I am not, or we are not able to award them all the Damian Littleton. So the winner is Jimmy Smo, 27. Congratulations, and here is looking forward to seeing you back as one of the nominees next season. Or this season, pardon me.
congratulations, Jimmy.
All right. Oh, sorry about that. Key got stuck. Next up, we have our first All-Star team. Sorry. Hold on. On forward, back again for the Inferno, is Jake Barron, representing the Barracuda as a forward, is Johnny Wagner Svensson. Love the name. Okay, I'm gonna have to tell you this, Jigglypuff. You need to quit breaking out of that Pokeball. I mean, we appreciate the hard work you're doing for the SHL, but come on. For the Atlanta Inferno on forward, Jigglypuff. Just cut the jokes. For the New England Wolfpack, we've got Pork Tenderloin. On defense, for LAP, we've got Elena Maximova. And in yet another stunning turn of events, we've got Stun Gun. as the goalie. Congratulations, y'all. And then for the Iran Mexico Most Valuable Player, we've got in their third nomination for the night, Jake Barron for ATL with 64 goals, 57 assists, 51 blocks, 59 hits, a giveaway takeaway of 95-51. And then Jigglypuff with 45 goals, 64 assists, 71 blocks, 147 hits, and a giveaway takeaway of 73-51. And then for the Barracuda, we have Johnny Wagner Svensson with 45 goals, 66 assists, 34 blocks, 148 hits, a giveaway takeaway of 57-25. And Kami, I think that's your cue.
Yeah. You're simply the best. Ron Mexico nominees. Better than all the rest, my wife would say. These Warriors stood on a platform all their own this season with an amazing overall game. This was a close battle, and a lot of debate went back and forth on who should be here. Without a doubt, though, these three deserve their nominations. Jake Barron, I'm sure this is not a surprise to anybody, leading the league in goals with 64, 19 goals ahead of the next closest player, 121 points, leading the league, 10 above the next closest player, and a 20.1 shooting percentage, playing big minutes, for over 4 minutes on the power play and over 3 minutes on the penalty kill. Um, Jigglypuff, nominated for the Jeff Dar because of their amazing two-way play. And he did so much more than a defensive forward. He was third in the league for points with 109, second in goals for 45, and third in assists for 65. Another winger, surprisingly enough. Normally we see a lot of centers here. And this is in addition to an amazing stats mentioned in the Jeff Dar for his defensive play. And lastly, a winger, Johnny Wagner Svensson, another winger, nominated for the Around Mexico. Played fewer minutes than any other of the top 25 players in the league, only played 1948, but had 45 goals, tied for second most in the league, 66 assists, and finished with 111 points, which was good for second in the league. Some truly, truly amazing players here.
All right. And our winner for the Ron Mexico. Hold on here. Sorry, I'm gonna get caught up. Is Jake Barron for the Inferno. Congratulations on clinching the Triple Crown, Jake. And here's hoping you do or have another stellar season and that we see you back here for multiple nominations. And then,
Congratulations.
hold on, sorry here. Next up, we have the Anton Razov Award for Playoff MVP. Oh, good lord. Love the name, but I think I'm going to butcher this. We have Dag Otto Bjorn Tijans. Mr. Born or sorry.
Bjorn Jenst.
Born Jenst. With 8 goals, 22 assists. I'm sorry, I'm not mocking you. It's just again, we're sorry. We try our best with the names, but as you can see, I suck at it. For you have 8 goals, 22 assists, 17 blocks, 10 hits, a giveaway takeaway of 22-14. We have Logan Webb representing the Pride with 21 goals, 13 assists, 15 blocks, 41 hits, and a giveaway takeaway of 30-15. Kami, can you take over for a second, please?
Yeah, you betcha. Don't die on me. I can't do this alone. Speaking to Jake Otto, Bjorn Janst, Tampa Bay star player had 30 points in 20 games and led all players with an assist with 22. They took the phrase "making your team better" to heart. They also accomplished this with no power play time, winning almost 56% of faceoffs. They were fifth on the team in shots against per 60 with 33.8, and led Tampa Bay in their relative Corsi and were second in relative Fenway. They did their darndest to carry Tampa Bay to the cup. Um, Logan Webb, the forward who scores at will, seemingly 21 goals, 13 points for 21 goals, 13 assists for 34 points. Webb was dominant throughout the playoffs. They led all skaters in goals and were 9 ahead of Alexi Piastri and Sean Pond. To catch up, Alexi would have had to average a hat trick per game over 3 games. Webb was dominant in the series against Texas with 6 goals and 5 assists, which propelled San Francisco to the finals. And lastly, Sidney Shaw, the defender that did everything. They led all defenders in scoring with 25 points, 10 points ahead of the next best, their teammate, Rowan O'Byrne, who scored 15 points. A quick approximation puts Shaw on a season pace of 75 points, 9 points ahead of Will Knox, leading 66 points this year. Shaw also led their team in relative Corsi and was third in shots against per 60 on their team. All in all, just outstanding clutch performances from these players.
Indeed. And then our winner of the Razov is Sidney Shaw for the Pride. Congratulations, Sidney. Here's to a wonderful season 81 for you.
Yeah. I'll see you back in the playoffs.
Yep. And then for our final award of the night, we have the Sarmad Khan Players MVP with Anastasia Soderstrom back again for Calgary with a GSAA of 29.41, GAA of 3.40, 2 shutouts, and a save percentage of .906. And then looking to clinch their 4th win for the night, Jaik Barron for Atlanta with 64 goals, 57 57 assists, 51 blocks, 59 hits, and a giveaway takeaway of 95-51. And then representing the Tampa Bay Barracuda is Johnny Wagner Svensson with 45 goals, 66 assists, 34 blocks, 148 hits, and a giveaway takeaway of 57-25.
Yeah, what can you say? Like we've spoken about Anastasia a little bit. The goals against average, like saved above average, is amazing. That 29.41 again, we spoke about just a super strong season. There's a reason they won the best goalie, I believe. Like it's just absolutely crazy. Jayek, who's just been dominant this whole award show, still with 121 points, 64 goals. Like I think he had 5.2 goals per 60 minutes. You put him on the ice the whole game, your team gets 5 goals. Like every team wants that. And then Johnny Wagner Svensson, like just did so much on the wing with with low minutes. Managed second most goals with only 8 coming from the power play, and still had a higher goals per 60 than Jayek with 5.5. So, but he was actually probably the most efficient goal scorer if you just look at the goals per 60 this season. So, great players. I wonder who everybody chose.
Well, let's find out what the committee went with, shall we? And I think to those of us who have been following along, we have, this should come as no surprise, Jaik Barron clinching the win for the Inferno. Congratulations, Jaik.
Congratulations, Barron.
Here is hoping we will see you back here next season. Now, that is the official end of our show for the night, but unofficially, I do believe we have one more award to present. And
yeah.
hold on. Now, y'all know this person or have heard of them, but may not see them as, well, actually, no, that would be a lie. Luke, put simply, is someone that oftentimes does not get the appreciation for the amount of work he does in keeping the site running. Give me 1 second here. Let me get out my glasses.
I can do this. I got all this written down for you. Like you, I got this.
I'll take half. You take
so
half.
this is
Um,
Um,
essentially,
Luke
yeah. Go ahead.
um, Luke went and got the history back from before FHM 8 from STHS and added it to the index. Did a major revamp of the card site at the beginning of the season. Added the SHL Hall of Fame to the portal. Tons of other portal updates, bug fixes. I know James T is constantly looking for like
And,
changes and stuff and bugging them.
and
And he's
let's,
one half of the longest running podcast.
yep.
So
And
this award,
let's
this
not
Luke
forget
Tomlinson
one
Lifetime
of the
Award.
best, or let's not forget the best SHL podcast out there, too.
True, true.
And then, simply put, Luke is someone that is indispensable to the SHL, and we as a community would not be existent in the form we are without him. Put simply, he is the thing, or he is what keeps the site turning. And that is part of the reason why, and that is, those are the reasons why we are honored to present Luke with the inaugural Luke.
Um,
Sorry. Go ahead.
um, so, yeah, this is the Luke Tomlinson Lifetime
Award.
Achievement Award that we're awarding to somebody else. This is just how important this award is and how much it means to us, to the site, to the awards committee, and we're proud to award it to somebody who we believe does just as much work keeping us going, and without it would be the site would be in a much worse place. And we've decided to give it to this year to or the season to Rich.
Yep.
And I have something to read from Jess to about Rich. In communities like ours, it's true more often than not, the most visible voices and contributors are the ones that are consistently hyped and recognized. In his role on the filework team, Rich has consistently performed some of the most important work in the league, work without which the league would quite literally fall apart and not function. He did this reliably and without error for over 5 years. Not 5 seasons, 5 years, only stepping down recently to enjoy a much deserved break from the week after week cycle of updating. Rich is also half of the league's longest running podcast, and we said best,
Yes.
and make sure the show goes on even when his other half isn't able to
Yep.
make. This is all
He's
work that he has done quietly, without
without
any
any
kind of
kind of
request.
requests for recognition or putting his own name out there. Rich is one of the kindest, humblest people you could hope to interact with in this league, and therefore it is our pleasure to award him with this Lifetime Achievement Award in recognition of his years of dedicated service keeping the league running.
Yeah,
Congratulations, Rich, and thank you
thank
for
you,
all of the
Rich.
hard work you put in over the years. We would not be the same community without you.
Agreed. Without the two of them, like there's a reason why it's the best podcast, and you should really tune in. There's some wonderful insights into how everything works and how everything's kept up, and they're just wonderful people. So thank you so
They
much
are.
for being a part of this league and helping it continue and grow.
And that is our show, ladies and gentlemen. Um, some of you have been asking about the J Awards. We at current are planning on doing them either Wednesday or Thursday night, pending what the sim schedule is. Look for an announcement over that in the coming days. But yeah, we will see you back here either Wednesday or Thursday night. Till then,
Yeah.
have a wonderful night and stay beautiful, y'all.
Good night, everybody.